friends, and welcome to live conversation on Alatra TV UK channel. This broadcast also will be simultaneously broadcasted on Alatra TV Middle East. And today, very happy to speak about creative society with our honored guest and how can we build it in shortest time possible. And for those who are joining us for the first time, I would like to remind that Alatra International Public Movement has launched a new global project which called Creative Society. Within this project, we ask people all over the world how do they envision creative and constructive society, such a society where everyone will live in happiness, prosperity, and where everyone will feel safe. For more information, please visit our official website, alatraunites.com. So my name is Ala, and my co-host for today is Alina. Hi, Alina. Can you please introduce our honorable guest?
Hello, everyone. Greetings. It's a wonderful day because we have such a special guest with us today. Greetings, Your Royal Highness Princess Angelique A. Monét. How are you today?
Beautiful. It's such a pleasure to see such beautiful ladies and to be on your platform. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you for joining us today. And you look stunning. That's a great day, and today we are going to have a broadcast devoted to you, to your activity, and how you envision creative society, how we people can shift the format of our society towards sustainable, peaceful society where everyone is happy, respected, and loved. And your opinion is very precious because, dear viewers, I would like to introduce our honored guest. Her Royal Highness Angelique A. Monét is an American multimedia talent and a former Miss Black South Carolina and a living legend by HBCU and known as pioneer and art in entertainment. She is listed as top 25 most famous Angeliques ever and top 5 famous surname Monét ever. Her image is public domain, is sold wide as a work of art. She is listed in historical archives as changing the history of modern day ventriloquism for its emergence. Monét is a musician, artist, and a Hollywood TV show hostess, and is notable ventriloquist. She is a humanitarian and philanthropist, and known worldwide as an international influencer. She is known as Peace Advocate Princess, according to a Lemon News source, and leads campaigns championing world peace, social justice, conservation, preservation of culture, and indigenous peoples, and the underserved and unheard communities worldwide. For this, she has received numerous international awards at the United Nations, UK, and is also known in Africa and India, helping the communities. As a performer, she has performed at the Off-Broadway, United Nations, Namaste Festival in Paris, Petit Palais, Luxembourg Parliament in front of former EU President Jean-Claude Juncker. Her celebrity interviews include the likes of Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman, Golden Globe winner Alan Elder, David Morse, Olivia Wilde, Blythe Danner, Shailene Woodley, Penelope Ann Miller, James Cromwell, Matthew Broderick, the late Albert Miles, and the late Anton Yelchin. Her Royal Highness has also worked in major campaigns for conservation of elephants with icon Christie Brinkley, and has worked with the Jackson Family Foundation working for peace. Monét's granddaughter and niece of prominent civil rights leaders and politicians. She's the founder of New Generation in Action's AFI World Peace Initiative, which holds consultative status through EcoSource. Since 2012, she is a leader of Royal Academy of United Nations as honorary ambassador and cultural attaché. She has Princess of Medieval Aquitaine and is custodian of several antiquity titulars and a Dane of Justice, Order of Malta, Order of Saint Jerusalem, Cavalier of Saint Sylvester. She is also one of the Grand Officials, Grand Cross, Order of Templars of Jerusalem, Monaco, World Confederation, Monte Carlo, and Ambassador, and the TV and film expert for the order. Greetings, Your Royal Highness, and thank you for joining us today.
Greetings.
I'm absolutely amazed by your work, and Your Highness, you're absolutely incredible person. You have done so much for community, for people, and for everyone around yourself as well. I'd love to ask you the question that could you please tell us what inspiring you in your life for helping people and providing them their support? What drives you in your life? What your motto maybe in your life? Could you please tell us a little bit?
Yes. Well, thank you so much for asking that question. I knew at an early age that I wanted to make a difference, especially since I didn't actually talk until the age of 5. And by the time I was in the 5th grade, I was on a kindergarten learning level. So I had a learning disability. I had an amazing family behind me. I was raised by my mother and her parents, and they did everything they could to help me. And it was actually the piano, which is why I have this in the background. It was the piano that opened me up. And actually, by the time I took piano lessons for 1 year, and I was actually in special education part-time in the 5th grade, I was actually ready for high school choruses by the time I took my standardized test. So it was then when I learned that the arts gave me something to believe in, and it gave me hope, gave me self-esteem. I was bullied, made fun of, and ventriloquism actually gave me a voice to get back at the bullies who became my friends because they admitted that they were insecure. And so I found my voice in the arts, and it was just the best blessing in the world. And I just want to share that with everyone.
That's absolutely amazing. Like, wow, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, because it's very important for people to understand where this amazing activities born from, what inspires you in life. And now we know that what helping you to actually provide all the support for others. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Your Royal Majesty, as a member of the royal family, please tell our viewers, what does it mean to be a member of a royal family?
That's a very beautiful question. Well, what I can say to you is with royalty comes great responsibility. I'm a hands-on royal, okay? So you can find me walking different neighborhoods, and I'm always accessible and available. So the true idea of royalty is diversity, inclusion, to be there for all, and most important, to have a legacy to leave and make sure that you're telling traditions and stories. I'm really blessed with my background. My background is that I am American, authentic to America, part Native American, and through the transatlantic slave trade, I have West African roots as well as North African roots, and then European heritage. So I'm just really proud that I look at myself as a melting pot. And within that, I tell everyone, royalty again is giving back to society, working really hard to make a name for yourself. That's why I'm really proud to be one of the most famous Angeliques, surname's Monét, because that means that I've worked hard as a citizen of the world to be where I'm at, not relying upon a title.
Thank you so much, and Your Highness, you, as I said today, it's a great honor for us to speak to you. And also, first foundation of Creative Society stands up for human life, which is nothing more valuable than human life. And as a member of royal family, how essential is it to make this foundation integral part of every aspect of life?
Well, ever since that I was a little girl, my life is one people and one world, and making sure that I'm very blessed to be one of the last storytellers of African American and Native American traditions. And so one of the things that we learn is we're not new to society, as the African American spirituals are 400 years old, and they're still relevant today, as well as Native American and indigenous cultures. So what I can say is that we are working, individuals like your organization and us coming together, we can actually sustain the world, and it's going to happen. But what's really important is that we look at ourselves as the human species, the human race, that's having a pleasure to enjoy the earth. Because one thing we tell everyone is Mother Earth is going to survive with or without us. It's proven that time and time again. So we should just enjoy and love and be grateful to be here on Mother Earth.
Thank you so much. And that's such an inspiring answer. We prepared a present for our viewers. We would like to show a short video about your family, about your royal family. Please, let's watch it together. Waiting for technical moment.
Do you want me to sing something?
Yeah, no, you're a very talented person. You're absolutely, yeah, you just, you're working also on this sphere of entertainment. Just waiting for this video now, and because we really want to show how amazing your family and
we can come back to that video later, because we also prepared another amazing video. We know that you've been interviewing famous Morgan Freeman, but finally he said he would like to tell the world your story. Can you please tell us more about that story? We also have a video to illustrate it, and also we know that you are working with so many celebrities, so many legends. Please tell us more about what inspires you, and why do you get in touch with them? What kind of questions you like to ask them? And what is their message to the world? But before you answer, please, let's watch that video.
Thank you so much for being with us on Nothing on Television TV. Now tell us more about your film, The C Word.
What do you want to know?
How did you get involved in the project?
I don't know.
We knew Megan O'Hare from other projects, and she told us about this extraordinary man that she was doing a documentary about, and we thought we really need to work with her. She's an extraordinary filmmaker, and we thought we would lend our voice and our hearts.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Has anyone around you all been affected by cancer?
I have personally, yes.
Now, you all have a company for over 20 years. What type of projects are you all involved in, and what can we expect for you in the future?
Well, hopefully ones that make money. It hasn't happened so far, but hey, you know.
We have a television series called Madam Secretary, which is getting a little bit of success, so we're happy about that.
But you know, we're looking for our what is it? What do you call it?
Our mission statement is to reveal truth.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stories out there that have not been told.
There are so many stories that, I mean, your story, for instance, hadn't been told. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, women in business, women in the military, women in industry, women doing everything, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. You have to stay so far below the radar so you don't get shut down. But that's my plan.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the film, and thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. My pleasure.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing interview. And yes, let's come back to our question. What is it like to work with so many celebrities and legends? And what is their message to the world? And why do you ask them the questions you choose?
Well, first of all, we're all celebrities, all right? If that's what we want to be, okay? So we're all important individuals. It's just really a matter of our platforms and where we're going in life. So our teachers are celebrities, our local individuals that are on the front line right now where we get our food, those are also my celebrities. But when we look in the entertainment sectors and those that we see and we fall in love with, I can say, I look at everyone as a human being. And so when Morgan Freeman, who I've loved and adored, my mother, my grandparents adored, when he said that to me, I actually went back and worked on becoming a better woman so that I could make a better story because the compliment was just so grand. One of the things I love to ask celebrities, whether they're my friends, whether I'm doing interviews or I'm also promoting the peace agendas through our organization where we promote films of purpose with celebrities, is what is the secret to your success? And you know what? Matthew Broderick said, luck. Luck is first and then talent. So when we look at that, it's true. We have to nurture our talent. We look at Jennifer Lopez, many love her. She is really a talented lady. Okay, she's a singer, she's a dancer, and she's been doing this for so long and always reinventing herself. And she works really hard. So what a lot of people don't know is you have to really work hard, you have to have talent, but then manifestations, luck, and I'm gonna be honest, a positive attitude. A positive attitude. And then as a lady, I went behind the scenes because I was typecast. I was, with my look, I would get roles of different parts. As a woman, you don't always want to play the sexy woman. So I said, you know what, let me go behind the scenes. I don't always have to be in front of the scenes, and I can do so much to empower the industry behind the scenes without, certain issues. Still as a woman, doing great work. It's not easy, but now more women are doing great work, and I'm really refreshed to see a whole new environment. And within our entertainment sectors, it's changing. And again, celebrities look at themselves as regular individuals.
That's very interesting to know about it. And the role of the women, I also would like to admit, is increasing in the world every year, every month. We understand that women love compassion. Nurture nature of women is really something which can save our world and can help us unite. So thank you for everything what you are doing, and I think we are ready to come back to the video about Royal Empires Unite. Let's watch it.
It's a part of a movement to bring about a better quality of life for all, especially the younger generation.
Not knowing colors, not knowing nationalities, she's actually amalgamating everyone into one.
Receiving this recognition is very important because we're in an era where we can't control our past, but we can dictate our future.
Such a beautiful video. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and with our viewers. And they say so right about that, which is we are one family, regardless of nationality, religion, social status, any beliefs, affiliations. We are one, we're humanity. And this is planet our common home for all of us, living this peace and unity, kindness and friendship. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's absolutely amazing. And I'd love to ask you, Your Highness, next question is, how do you envision creative society where everyone will live in happiness, prosperity, and feel safe? What is that ideal world for you?
Well, that's so beautiful. The ideal world is very simple, where we listen to the children and we listen to the elders, and we're always ready to grow and learn and exchange information. Also, tolerance is very important, with an agree to disagree attitude, and we're going to keep peace within that. So that's the utopia for me. We can all have our ideas, we can all have our opinions, we can all have our cultures, races, creeds, religions, but it's really how we tolerate one another as the human species, living in harmony with Mother Nature.
It is such a beautiful answer. Thank you so much. Yes, if you all live in harmony, if you all respect each other, help each other, and cherish each other, so we can create absolutely amazing, decent conditions for everyone. Thank you so much.
Your Highness, and of course, you have a huge experience in journalism. You are an anchor, a host yourself. You work with a lot of people from mass media. Let's talk about one of the foundations, one of the pillars of the creative society, which is transparency and openness of information for all. Can you please share your opinion? What role the media can play in shaping a society into harmonious and beautiful by changing or choosing the content, entertainment content or educational content, so that it really serves the society and really serves the humanity, and which values should be promoted?
Well, that's a beautiful question. And I can answer simply by saying history in the English language is very beautiful at spelling things out so that we can see them. History is his story. And so until we start telling our stories, then the information can be out there in a way that's not transparent. Now, as an oral traditionalist that has stories passed down to me, passed down from the elders, from generation to generation, we're talking 400 plus thousands of years, it's my obligation to make sure that indigenous heritage are preserved, because we're losing those materials. And that's the basics of how we can survive within the human society. So one of our campaigns is smartphone cinema. Okay, making sure that smartphone cinema and citizen journalism is maintained. So in 2019, we launched the Smartphone Cinema Professor Carl Badosh Cell Phone Cinema Awards, where we had smartphone pioneers from Sandeep Mara to actually have an award ceremony, screen the films in Cannes. Everyone didn't understand, how is this possible? Because Hollywood doesn't need you. So I told everyone we have to have a sustainable world where we're inclusive for all, and everyone can make films as well as citizen journalism. And now we're looking at COVID, and everyone is taken to their smartphones to tell a story, to become a journalist. Look at you, you're on TV now. There's no difference between you and an anchor that's getting paid on CNN or the top networks in the world. So that's my goal, is to return all the power back to the people so that people can be the voice. And once people are the voice and everyone has the right to have sustainability and a platform for peace and a platform just to have a vehicle for change, then that is the new generation in action, which is also the name of our organization that has the consultative status within the United Nations. And that's our purpose as well.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And you are absolutely amazing, because that also your work as a philanthropist is very enormous. And you're doing a lot of things with global charities together and bringing all these people together in understanding that important for all of us, unite and help each other in the different spheres of life. I'd love to ask you the question as well about Highness, what do you think is the role of every person in building the creative society and this global achievement for actually to create a better society for everyone? Maybe you have some advice for our viewers you can give. What should they start with from, or what the role of them to play in it?
You know, as I said earlier, world peace sounds within the COVID-19 and the era that we're in. However, we're connecting with the Zooms and the world. It is very possible, but if we don't have tolerance, then unfortunately we're far behind. So the COVID-19 has been a setback, but also a step forward, because many of us are now connecting and learning and having the opportunity. The youth are having such an amazing platform where they can also get ahead. So the key right now is also to go back to the basics, all right? To reset and go back to the basics. What makes the basics? In other words, we need water, we need shelter, we need food. It's humans that decide the quality of the food or the quality of the home that you live in. So if we go back to the basics, and also when we were humans and we just loved art form, music and the arts is only one way, but it's a start to reset our minds and emotions, so that again we can have an agree to disagree attitude, but also passively understand someone else's culture. And that's something that we really need to appreciate. I want the world to have just an appreciation and just enjoy the fact that we're different, and that's what makes us special.
Thank you. I also would like to ask you a question, because you are a person who are practically acting. You are not just someone who is talking, but you do a lot. And we know that you are working alone with well-known people such as Christy Brinkley as part of your philanthropy work. Actually, we have a photo to show for our viewers. Isn't it beautiful? Amazing. And today we are also inviting all public figures and celebrities to join the Project Creative Society, and in understanding their major role in voicing out to the for the public, because their voice counts and people are falling for you, for them, because they love to watch cinemas, they love to watch performances. So, but what is the role of every person in this global achievement towards the shifting to the sustainable and creative society, to the format where we all respect each other and love each other?
What is the formula?
What is the role? What is the role of every person?
Well, individuality is number one. I tell everyone all things are possible when you believe. First of all, we can't have peace if you don't believe in yourself. Waking up every day and believing in yourself is a constant motion, all right? And I tell everyone, be your own competition. No one's your competition but yourself. Become better than who you were yesterday, so that in the future you could become better. And once you set that tone, and yet you believe in yourself, and you know that there's something greater in the universe than yourself, and it's just a blessing to be here and witness the human race. And we fall so short. So once you understand that we as humans are not perfect, we fall short. This is why celebrities should not be worshipped. Royals should not be worshipped. Everyone is a human being, and our birthright does not make us any better. It is our talents, it is our hard work, and it's our dedication. And we can look at the world right now and the new generation, and you see all the people who are really successful are just really people who work really hard, and they're achieving their goals. So I just tell everyone, please work hard, believe in yourself, and most important, share. Don't keep all the knowledge that you've learned for yourself. Understand that it's not easy. My story is not easy to be me. I wouldn't want anyone to walk in my footsteps, from being bullied to coming from a single mother to her parents raising me to many other things. It was difficult growing up in a civil rights childhood at a time where we weren't even where we're at. So I tell the youth, listen, it's a good time for you right now. And my oldest friend is 102 and he's on Facebook. And so I'm still learning, from a 2-year-old to a 102-year-old.
Thank you so much. Children are so wise as well. They learn in very hard way, actually, what kind of world we live in for them as adults. And we need to make sure we live in them a perfect, prosperous and happy world, so they can grow up and develop their best talents and best qualities for everyone. So thank you so much for that, Your Highness. And also that we prepared for you another video from Cannes. So let's watch this video now, and then we can speak a little bit more. Okay, maybe later than watching today is a little bit with internet, I guess. Okay, but then as we also know that you supporting in Cannes Festival, you supporting the movies that is helping promote non-violence movies, which is very important in our society, actually. So I'd love to ask you that, what do you think if we basically, because in the media we have right now is inappropriate content for public a lot, and what is the responsibility as for media to actually to build a nice and good content for our children to watch, so our youth and everyone can reflect in society and actually have a real, role model for society. So what is this responsibility from mass media?
Okay, that's a good question. I do want to rewind a little bit to the statement that you made before. To be honest, I don't believe that life is a life that's only happy, because to become a better person, we have to go through things in life. So if we just think, oh, happy, happy, world peace, or happy, 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 then unfortunately we can't sometimes go through the next step. The Native American saying is, life is to welcome challenges. It's how we process the challenges and what we do with the challenges that make us a greater person. And that's what we have to teach the youth: how to be strong, how to be courageous, how to take a challenge and look at this as, ooh, I have a challenge now. What am I going to do, to tackle this challenge so that I can overcome obstacles? If our ancestors and our forefathers had the attitude of happy, 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 we wouldn't be where we are. Now, when we look at media, that's the reason why I was a ventriloquist, or I am a ventriloquist for the children and families, to bring back home and content. And that's what we're missing now, is content for the youth. This COVID has been a setback for the children because now staying home, there's so much content on TV with COVID and anxiety. Many children are having anxiety, and now we have mental health at the highest level ever. So that's also one of our goals, to use smartphone cinemas to help the youth. We're training the youth with UNESCO Center for Peace. We're training them with STEM and STREAM and arts, as well as smartphone cinema, citizen journalism. And also with me being a ventriloquist, though many people laugh to see me going from this to singing to a puppet, like making jokes, but that's what we need. We need, and my friends are inanimate objects that are animals, and the children love them. And that's what we need to get back to: the Sesame Streets, the Muppets, the days where families had dinner together, no cell phones, and everything was just family and friends and fellowship. That's what I want for the children right now.
Thank you so much. Yes, we need to prevail these beautiful human values, this of morality, humanity, helping, friendship for each other, and in every single platform of our lives, so our children can learn from all of us together. And thank you so much for your amazing work in this field as well, for protecting our future children and everybody around. Thank you so much.
Yes, I love them. And you know what's funny is they look at me as a mentor. I tell them my story, and then they're advancing. I have about 40 of them, and I have godchildren that I've adopted as well, and they're advancing and achieving beyond expectation. Many of them are celebrities in their own right, seriously making history, and it just feels so good to witness helping a new generation go so far. And I just want to make sure that they also stay children in the midst of this COVID-19, that they can have, memories that are childlike as well.
Yes, children is a big motivation for humanity to make necessary changes, because we understand very well that they are in danger today. For the future, life of children is in danger. Education of children is in danger. In many countries, they suffer from violence. In many countries, there is poverty, there is slavery, there is labor force of children, which is unaccepted in our society. And in Western country, we are in the conditions then the violence has grown up enormously. And nowadays, we should unite and make these necessary changes for our future, for the future of our children. And the work which you do and the film which you will present in Cannes is one of the examples how we can really talk to people, showing that the examples how we shouldn't do, how we shouldn't behave. And I'm very happy that today you gave us an opportunity to watch this trailer together. So, dear viewers, let's watch the trailer.
This is June 22nd, 1961. Can you recall your earliest memories of race?
You grab that bat and you do what's right.
I don't think so.
This is in your blood. All right, this is where you belong, boy.
Montgomery's a pretty town.
With a pretty ugly side to it.
Get out of here!
I was in a riot and I walked right through it unharmed.
What is the point you're trying to make?
Maybe I could go around college campuses talking to students about the Negro cause.
The hell do you think you're doing?
Son, I'm starting to wonder if you are aware of the poison in the apple that you have bitten into.
You know this movement is about more than just voting rights. We're trying to change the world. You want to jeopardize your whole life for some grand principle?
Isn't that what they're doing?
Some of these old boys around here, they really mean to do you some harm.
Oh, I bet you ain't had King in Montgomery now, boy.
So what's gonna happen next? We continue on.
But we're still breathing.
This feeling too strong. We've been down for too long. What you supposed to do when everybody wants you gone?
You gotta draw the line somewhere.
You stop right now.
They're gonna kill me.
There's gonna come a time when something really bad happens, and you're gonna have to decide which side you're on. Not choose is a choice.
We hold the moral high ground.
Ain't you supposed to be nonviolent now? I'm having a real big problem with that right now.
Trailer, and then I was watching it, what came to my mind is how many years passed but nothing changed in our society. People are still struggling for freedom by killing each other, or trying to achieve something but taking someone's life and putting life of our people in danger. And this is why I'm so much inspired to be the member of this platform and to have you on the platform of Creative Society, because this is a platform where we talk about a peaceful shift towards sustainable society because we can do it if all people unite by the same goal, really making this change. And then we don't need any aggressions, any revolutions, any violence, because Creative Society is a society without violence. Not a single act of violence can be tolerated or promoted in the Creative Society. And isn't it a beautiful world? Thank you so much for Royal Highness for being with us today, for sharing this amazing presentation of your work. And really, you are a great example or model of what one person, a beautiful woman, can do in the world and make necessary changes. Before we finish, I would like to ask you, what would you like to wish to the viewers of ALLATRA TV and participants of the project Creative Society?
Thank you. I do have to go back to the video that was played so I could make sure our audience understands my role in the film.
It's interesting.
All right. So this particular film, Son of the South, was made by two-time Oscar nominee Barry Alexander Brown on the true story of Bob Zellner. The film is executive produced by Academy winner Spike Lee. and it deals with the nonviolent movement of the freedom riders, all right? And so we're gonna honor this film during the Cannes Film Festival at our program, the AFI World Peace Initiative. We're 9 years now. So we have a platform of other honorees. This year, our main theme is world peace and nonviolence. So we're really excited to use the Cannes Film Festival to continue our world peace platform. Now, in regards to the closing with the audience here to create a better society and a creative society, I am a creative. And it's only through me being a creative that I can create a better society. And most important, bring other creatives along, whether they're elders, whether they're the youth, whether they're new creatives. We all have a voice, and our voices should be heard. And it's just beautiful to see so many individuals around the world that want to come together as one with the arts and being creative, because we as human beings, that is our innate gift, to be creators.
Thank you so much, Your Highness.
Absolutely.
So beautiful. Yes, we're all creators, we're all co-creators of this world. And if we unite, we can achieve and overcome everything. So I'd love to remind our viewers as well, please, anyone, if you would like to join this unique global project, visit our official website, allatraunites.com, where you can see Join Us button. And once you press it, you will see choice of languages and short and easy form. This all you need to do is just to fill this form, and volunteers of ALLATRA International Public Movement will shortly contact you. Join millions of people around the globe who is actively participating in this project to achieve the great society, the world we all dream to live in, and we all worth to live in. So I'd love to send my deepest gratitude for you, Your Highness. It was absolutely amazing and big pleasure for us to be with you today and hear your opinion and visions of creative society and how can we together achieve it, and for all your amazing work towards helping humanity and actually make our world a better place for everyone. And I'd love to thank as well Alina and our technical support and our dear viewers in this beautiful broadcast today. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Your Royal Majesty. And today also I wanted to wish you good luck for Cannes. And I'm sure that this amazing movie will attract attention of many people. And thank you for being with us today, for bringing and sharing your core values with our audience. And dear viewers, please, if you have questions, if you would like to comment our video today, don't hesitate to write comments below the video, because you can watch it in YouTube later, as well as please send us letters to info@allatraunites.com. And as you know, ALLATRA TV is preparing for another big event, which will be the Global International Conference on the 24th of July 2021. The conference is important for every human being. It's called Global Crisis. It already affects everyone. And on this platform, we will have unique opportunity to hear the opinion of world leaders, heads of big companies, people who you love, celebrities, and those whose opinion is important for everyone, because they are experts and professionals, as well as we will have the opinion of people about what is happening today in the world, how we can unite and how we can change really the format of our society, so that our children, our grandchildren, and ourselves, we have a safe, secure, and happy future all together. Protecting our planet, protecting our home, protecting human life is the biggest value. I would like to invite you, Your Royal Majesty, to join us on this day and to share your opinion with the world. Before we close the broadcast, I would like to invite all of us to watch a trailer for this conference. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, Great Britain, for bringing this atmosphere to a hot Middle East broadcasts. And see you soon. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Modern civilization has reached the point of instability and global crisis. The global, financial, economic, environmental, anthropological, and climate crises are realities that every person is already facing. But this is only the beginning. The fourth industrial revolution and a threat of mass unemployment. Future without jobs. Causes of the inevitable collapse of the world economy if the consumerist format is preserved. The problem of overpopulation. Rapid depletion of the planet's resources. Global climate change. It's time to understand the reality of world threats. International online conference, Global Crisis. This already affects everyone. Is the event of utmost importance, organized by volunteers from around the world on the platform of AH.R.H International Public Movement. On July 24th, 2021 at 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, a live broadcast of the conference will be streamed on thousands of media channels and platforms with simultaneous interpreting into more than 60 languages. The future of humanity, self-destruction, or the development of civilization.